Welcome back to OnSign TV Academy. In the previous video, you learned the basics of publishing content to a player. If you need a refresher course on it, rewatch it via the link above. In this Academy video, we'll go into more detail on the content structure on the platform as well as how to handle folders, upload content, and so forth. Overall, this video will show you how to neatly and efficiently organize and use your workspace on the platform for quick and easy orientation. When you first open your account, you will already see some sample content and folders. Of course, feel free to rename or delete them as you see fit. Here, in the upper right corner, you can set to view the content on this page as a grid or as a list, whichever you prefer. While we're in this section of the screen, note that you can click the arrow for more details on an item you've selected, as well as the available storage space you have left on the platform. As a rule of thumb, per one subscribed player on the professional plan, you get 1 GB of accumulative storage space. Down here, you can see the available formats of files you can upload. For images, we have JPEG and PNG. For videos, we have formats like MP4, MKV, and so on. You can also upload other types such as zip files and PDFs, TTF for custom font, HTML, CSS, JavaScript for your own apps. When it comes to uploading content to the platform, it's as easy as you would think. The first option is to specify the path to the file you want to upload. Hit on New and click Upload File. Then simply select the file you want to upload from your directory. The second option is even easier, just to drag and drop the file into the platform to upload it. Content you upload, as well as other types of content you create, will appear here in the Content area. This includes compositions, which are similar to a PowerPoint slide or Canva design you can create directly on the platform. Compositions are perfect for content you need to update from time to time, such as special offers, discounts, or even menu items. Your campaigns will also be saved here. They're an easy way to divide the screen into separate layouts and display multiple content elements at the same time. New apps you create will also show up here. You create them by going into New, then App, and then selecting the app of your choice to customize. Apps are a great way to create dynamic visual content. You can choose from clock apps, weather apps, social media apps, for example, and so on. Data feeds will also appear in the content area. Data feeds are lists of data. You can use a spreadsheet as a source for them. You can then channel these data feeds through certain apps, which will display the information through the app setup. Playlists are another content type that will show up here. Pretty self-explanatory. Playlists contain a variety of content that plays in a sequence, one after the other. Playlists are highly customizable, so a playlist can be set up to play completely from start to end, or cycle only a few of its elements at a time, then take a break to show other content, and when the playlist comes back again, it continues where it dropped off. Once you find yourself with a larger number of files in the content area, there are a few ways to organize it all neatly. First, you can do it by creating new folders. Click New, then Folder. You can also right-click in an empty area when creating new content, by the way. Then simply drag items into them. Another way to organize content is with tags. Right-click any item and click on Edit Tags to manage them. Then add tags you already created or make new ones here. Tags are great when using the search bar to find specific content faster, for example when you're making a playlist. Tags are also useful in managing content publishing as well as generating reports. Also keep in mind that tags can be placed on any item in the content area, including folders. When selecting individual files and folders, you can also set permissions on who can access specific content. We won't go too in-depth on permissions right now. Check out one of our expert tips which covers permissions in detail. Link is in the description. When handling your content, select multiple files and you can then do a variety of actions. Tick these boxes one by one, or hold Shift to select a start and end point of the file selection, or simply click in an empty area and drag to select multiple files at once. Once you've selected one or multiple items, you can do a lot with them. For example, if the content you selected is published on your players, you can unpublish this selection or pause it. You can also move items to a new location or simply drag selected items to a new folder. If you're deep within your content structure, you can also move files by dragging them directly onto the file path. Once selected, you can also duplicate items, preview, rename, and of course download files you uploaded. Also, if necessary, this is how you delete the selection to save storage space. But first, make sure that the file is not in use in any published campaign or playlist. You can check this by clicking on Show Usage here. And in case you think you may have deleted something that was already in use, don't panic. Just go to the health check, and any problem of that sort will be highlighted so you can fix it. As this is just a beginner account, there are no issues here. To learn more about health check and see some examples of health check notifications, check out the expert tips link in the description. Another neat trick, if you're in a rush, just like we published your first content on the last video, click here to quickly build a playlist from the files you've selected, such as images, videos, apps, and compositions. They will all be imported into a new playlist. Then here you can arrange them a bit more and set other specifications within the playlist. We'll cover everything you need to know about playlists in more detail in another Academy video. See you there!